Hey, everybody out there, Gustine ISD. I just wanted to deliver some information to you. My name is Patty Blue, and I'm the superintendent for Gustine. This is a little different way for me to deliver information, so excuse my fumbles and mumbles and those sorts of things. But there's just so much information that I want to talk to you about in terms of the coronavirus and how our schools are going to function going forward for a while. That I just thought this is so much easier than trying to type it and put it out there for you to read. So, as you know, we have not had kids on campus this week. Staff has been here. Um, we made the decision not to have students on campus per the advisement of the medical communities across the state and the country, um, per advice possibly of some education people, leaders at the state and national level. So we brought staff here so we could evaluate the situation of where we are with folks. Um, we did some screening of our staff members before they even showed up on campus, so we knew where they had traveled, what they might have been exposed to, and how we needed to handle that situation. Once our staff members were here, we did the same thing with our students, and if you were a parent, you received a phone call from somebody on campus asking questions about where y'all had traveled, who you'd been around, general health, and those sorts of things. So we would have some idea, because at that time we truly thought that we would have kids coming back to school tomorrow. But as things have kind of gone through the week, some of the worst case predictions seem to kind of be coming true, which means that it's really not safe for us to bring kids back on campus. Per the advice that we are getting from many sources in the medical communities, education leaders across the state, I've made the decision that we need to not have students back on campus until at least April the 6th. I know that that's a really tough thing for parents, but it just is not healthy and safe for us to have 200 people in one place. And when we have all of our students and all of our staff, that's what we have, is about 200 people on campus. And that goes against all of the guidelines and everything else that we're getting about what's safe to do during these times. During the week of March 30th, we'll evaluate the situation, and we hope that at that time we can say we are good to go, and April the 6th we're going to have kiddos back on campus. So stay tuned for more information. I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to stay in contact with people and make the decisions that I feel are best for our kiddos and our community as far as school going on the way it is. Now, you notice I'm not saying that school's closed, because learning is not going to stop. We're just going to change how we deliver our instruction. What we're really used to is a face-to-face model that kids are here, teachers are here, they're looking at each other's face about 2 feet away from each other. We're going to move more towards a home-based packet and hopefully shift more to online learning, and there's a lot of things in the works right now to make some of these things happen. So I can't give you all of the details, but I will tell you that Friday we're going to ask y'all to start coming and picking up some information, and I will get a bunch more details out to you exactly how we need that to happen for you to come get that. We will give you a packet of information and books and resources and those sort of things that you can take home and you can use. And then next week, we're going to ask you to bring that information back to us. Completed, guys. You got to do the work. And then we will give you more work to take and do the next week. We have procedures that are in place. We just aren't ready to give you all the details of how we're going to get the information back and forth. It'll be safe for you not to spread the virus. It'll be safe for us not to spread the virus. So if you will be watching probably sometime tomorrow, I will get all that information out that you'll know exactly how to come get that from us. So the big thing right now is I hope, guys, that y'all are all staying really safe. I hope that you're washing your hands, those sorts of things. I hope you're social distancing. Just because you're out of school does not mean you get to go hang out with everybody, because that kind of defeats the purpose. But another thing for you to kind of be aware of too with all this is if you're needing food, we are feeding kids. We have been given clearance by the Texas Department of Agriculture that we can feed any kid that's 18 years or younger. So even if they're not in school yet, they can still get breakfast and lunch from us. Tomorrow and Friday, we will be serving breakfast from 9 to 9:30 at the pavilion and in front of the Little John's produce stand. So you can come by and you can pick up your breakfast at that time. We also are delivering breakfast to Hopeman's Dairy and to Brand's Dairy because we have a lot of people, a lot of kids that are in those two places. So we are doing that. And that we usually deliver that breakfast at the same time, about 9 o'clock in the morning. We do lunch at the same locations. Lunch is 12 to 12:30. We're at the pavilion, and we are at Little John's Produce that you can come by and pick something up. And then we also are delivering to Brand's Dairy, and we're also delivering out to Hopeman's Dairy. Now, if there are other locations that there's a large concentration, a large number of kids that are in one spot, if you'll reach out to me and let me know, we will see what we can do about adding another location. But at this time, we're not going to be able to do door-to-door to everybody's house. We just are not going to have the staff to be able to do that right now. But if you will reach out to me, my email address is pblue@gustine.esc14.net, or you can call me at 325-667-7303, extension 300, and I will see what we can do about maybe adding another location to make it a little bit easier to make sure we're getting everybody fed. So that in a nutshell is kind of it. Parents, I know it's really tough, but I wanted to be upfront and let you know you need to make arrangements for kiddos at least until April 6th, and I cannot guarantee and promise you that it's going to be safe yet to bring kids back on campus. We're just kind of waiting this out and seeing what happens. As far as how we're going to continue instruction, like I said, more details will be coming to you tomorrow. So make sure that you come back and you check and you look and see what news we have posted for tomorrow. But you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, do all the things that are recommended for you to do to stay healthy, and I will see you very soon, I hope. Bye, guys.